After the leaders decide, the next month begins. Your monthly salary will be reduced from 35,000 to 12,000. Based on what reason? Of course it's the work. The company strictly implements the principle. 2 one-time reviews by the president. This time, the effectiveness of her work is in the 10% group. Classified as unattainable. To prove you are no longer qualified to do this job, either accept a pay cut or quit. I'm not doing a good job. Please clarify. I'm a system maintenance guy, responsible for maintaining the stability of the system. During the time I work, is there any fault in the system caused by me? Normally, I'm actively working with other departments. SAO said I'm incompetent. We think your job is very simple. Normal technicians can do it too. Her current position is head of operations. If you want to keep it, can be downgraded to an operator. At the same time, monthly wages drop to 12,000. Then you can stay. Previously, our team had 7 people. Now there are only 2. Their work is on me. I have to work overtime every day until midnight. I don't think the salary is worth it. That's different. Previously, the efficiency of your work was too low. Redundant personnel. So the company needs to optimize people. Now we need to simplify unnecessary expenses. Improve efficiency. To do so, they can lead the company to grow rapidly. I'm not hiding anything from you. I can hire someone new. If you agree to a pay cut, stay. Then get out. I don't want to cut my salary. Then it's up to you. Human Resources Department manager revoke all of her powers in the company. I don't believe I can fire her. I get it. I'm sorry, Miss Chu, for you 0D with job cuts and pay cuts. So the company can only fire you. Okay, because the company wants SA to fire me. How about compensation? About compensation, we usually apply and salary compensation. She worked in the company for 7 years. We'll pay you 7 months salary. Compensation. I worked in the company for 7 years. Who does not make mistakes? But the company unilaterally terminates the labor contract. It should compensate you too. Out. I need to pay. Switching me a month 2 plus 1. Total 15 months compensation salary. Miss Chu, you are so greedy. Come out and have a look. Which company SA fired employees? N plus that 1. Compensation too. So we can compensate Miss N plus 1. Our compensation standard is always N. Give me another month and I will give it my all. Look what you're saying. If you don't have a mind, waste. He said for us wholeheartedly. You should also think about your career. We still hope it can end well. Don't make people uncomfortable. You also have to find a job. You're still under investigation if you don't cooperate. I think later when I was investigated, the company will not give you a positive review. Moreover, we work in human resources. It's actually a small circle. If I put you on the blacklist, later, you're not going to be hired by any big company. You're the human resources manager. Heard. You're the guy who fired the company's employees. Very talented, right? Heard. I hired over 1,000 people in a month. It took a week. It's extraordinary for SA to get rid of all these people. It's really bad. It's just a rumor. I hope you can cooperate well. I hope you don't try the tricks of the rumor. Don't scare me either. I'm the kind of person who doesn't talk much. Very stubborn. I'm going to go home and lie down. Not looking for a job anymore. If you do not pay according to the law, I'm willing to take the time to sue. I've been working for 7 years and still haven't rested. During the litigation, I'll travel everywhere. Do what you want. I've met many young people like you. Especially those who don't have a family like you. People who come to Beijing to start a business. At first I was stubborn. Not in the end. Also call us please SAO. Let's say a few nice words. You don't have to say. Even though I still agree, I will not ask you to speak well. It's stubborn. Get out of the company today. Are you angry? It looks like the manager is finally losing steam. You can let me go. Write me a note, termination of labor contract, and a resignation certificate. Hurry up and tell her to leave. I'll give you a note in 20 minutes. Now you can go back to your seat and pack your things. The order efficiency is quite high. Miss Chu, I'm so sorry. Earlier in the Human Resources Department sent an email request. I immediately froze all of your powers. No, 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 no. I understand, Miss Chu. This is a notice of termination and your resignation certificate. It's not enough capacity to do the job currently. Right, this reason. It seems the manager did a lot of unconscionable things. This is the company's objective based on your daily performance. Review aggregate. I hope you don't regret it. Have you finished packing your personal belongings? Leave when you're done packing. I still give you a word of advice because of your work ethic. Are you sure you don't need me to hand over the work? You're confident. My aunt's job is also done by AI money. Don't waste any more time. Get out of here. Okay, then sign the handover papers. To avoid any trouble later, you're just a worker. They can also replace you. You really thought the company can't function without you. 3 days later I can laugh. You didn't know the company was hiring today. Recruit all 10 people. Some people came to the interview, immediately scold and leave. I hear they're pushing wages down very low. Now the atmosphere in the company is very strange. People who don't do anything every day just write TITI. Education is over. These people talk every day. They can get a very high salary. He was soon a millionaire. That's true for people like us, people who really work. They want us to be horses. In fact, your work has doubled from before. If you don't raise your salary, stop. They treat you like that. I feel so sorry for you. Why don't you wait and see? There will be a time to pray. My guess is the company will recruit a new graduate this year. My boss has told me many times. New graduates are young and cheap, dynamic yet obedient. If he really did that. A week later, Miss Chu, you were right. Someone just joined the office today. The name is Incense. I took your computer earlier. She even talked to me. The incense, I say. Before, why did someone named Tan Hung make friends with me? Then Roz, the successor who came. You don't know. She said she graduated this year. And it's not even computer science. She's been at a training center for a few months, doing an internship. This is her first job. The manager is not a technical person. It's normal not to value technology. However, he recruited non-professionals. Then I can only wish him luck. Hang up the phone of your colleague. Chu Tiểu Mỹ refused the invitation to make friends directly. Soon the manager's phone rang. Miss Chu, I told Tan Hung to make sure friends with you. Why do you think I have to agree? What's your attitude? You said you didn't leave an account. How can she get her job? Even though I handed it over. His signature is also on the delivery paper. Why do you want to deny America? What do you want to do before you hand over the RA account? Look what you're saying. My account didn't take anything away. I delivered it when I left. You immediately locked down my computer. Then you have to tell me where it is. Sorry, my memory is not very good, I can't say. By the way, remind him a little. You're not my leader anymore. Don't be that aggressive. Chu Tiểu Mỹ, you don't want to cooperate, do you? I don't want any SAO collaboration. Or you can call the police. America is done. Don't let him speak. Immediately hang up. Miss Joe, he's really angry now. Products need upgrading. But the new, you can't operate without an account. He's now like ants crawling on a hot pan. If he's angry at the company, he must hate you. Why did I add fuel to the fire for him? I blocked his phone number. So he wouldn't bother me. Soon enough, the first mediation in the case took place. Management of the human resources in this mediation session. Chu Tiểu Mỹ directly reject their compensation conditions. My request is actually very simple. It's just the two of you plus a total of 15 months of compensation. But now I've changed my mind. Now I'm asking the company for compensation. My excessive overtime hours. For half a year now, you have to pay more. And compensation for this year's unused vacation. Working overtime and wanting money. Your work efficiency is too low. Legal working time is 40 hours per week. I've been working more than 80 hours a week for half a year. SA waste money. I save time attendance data every day. Or I'll send you a copy. Okay, you're really amazing. You are a person with such a heart. Miss America, I can tell you straight away. These demands don't dream. Please, let's investigate. See the percentage of employees operating in other companies. Then come back and talk to me. You don't understand technology. I don't even understand a little bit. There is a thick face as a leader. Over and over again, you're our leader. What you have contributed to our work. Do you understand the content of our work? Do you understand what the source code is? I see you don't understand. Every day, we just flatter in the company. Someone like you, the company is going to go bankrupt sooner or later. You are too much. Who gave you such courage? I'm ashamed to be angry, am I wrong? So you write a piece of code and show it to me, then hit me in the face. The manager was so angry that his whole body trembled. If there's no judge there, maybe he hit someone. The judge found they couldn't talk. Can only be dissolved so that they go according to legal procedures. Chu Tiểu Mỹ. I feel like the manager is about to go crazy. Now the other part. They're pushing him to solve the problem. He's the new vice president. Even if there's a security guard, I can't stand being asked every day by Han. Someone to take your place. I also want to quit my job now. The boss is now a bunny head, just comforting the incense. I have to deal with the anger of other people. You're a celebrity in the company now. It seems like he's more useless than I thought. Talk to the Tribune. The manager's phone rang again. Miss Joe, we can meet. Talk about handing over the job. Next month. I can't make an appointment. I'm going on a round trip. Maybe come back next month. Miss America, you are so good now. I see you mean it. People like you should have been fired. Her actions angered the entire company. We'll propagate your 6. Don't dream later. Working in this area of the internet as well. Management is forced to this extent. You still don't respect others. Okay, because you don't know how to talk. Then solve it yourself. The American girl hung up the phone after speaking. I saw the call was interrupted. Angry manager scolded. Chu Tiểu USA just hung up the manager's phone. The HR manager's phone rings again. Chu Tiểu Mỹ. As long as you agree to come back and hand it over. We can negotiate anything, even if you're young. Arguing with the company is not good. As long as you agree to go back. Waste SA compensation can be negotiated again. Okay, then according to my plan. Proposal in the previous mediation session. Manager UC. Stop agreeing with her first. Solve the problem first. America, we agree. Let's see when we meet. I don't have time recently or next week. The second reconciliation session. The manager is much more gentle. No more hubris like before. Direct compensation for Chu Tiểu Mỹ 500,000. Whatever compensation should be paid, it can be handed over now. Don't worry, I got the money. Will not hide, so hand over what will be handed over. But I've been busy lately. Then hand it over online. Delivery online per day, charge 10,000. After 1 day, if there is any problem, charge by time. 8,000 each time. Young people, don't cut the road behind you yourself. Hey, I've got something to find you. Last time she wrote a leave certificate. Give me something I've lost. Please write a copy. Yeah. What was the reason for quitting last time? I don't seem to remember. Though angry to gnash his teeth. Human Resource Management still has rewriting a resignation certificate. And change the reason for leaving a job to a personal reason. I see you are so miserable now. I still like you before. Arrogant and indomitable. America, don't worry, we'll see. I'll have the Human Resources Manager write it down. It's time to find a job. I hope you can still laugh like you do now. Okay, so we'll see. Miss America, don't worry. Let's wait and see. I'll have the Human Resources Manager write it down. It's time to find a job. I hope you can still laugh like you do now. Really, let's wait and see. Please see who is still talking. Do you think the company still needs you? We've found a new technician. I won't need you anymore. Let me see what you're capable of. I thought you wanted to go to heaven. pay double salary. Hiring people to do the same job is good. The American government doesn't pay attention to the manager. Turn people away. She left the company and applied for a few jobs. But big companies, they didn't even get an interview. Americans have to apply to small companies. It's hard to interview a small company. The result was investigated and not passed. She knew it was the HR manager's bad play. So she went to the human resources manager. You really have ears. I only heard about it this time to really experience it. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Hurting people is not good for me. Are you having fun? I don't understand. You guys are like that. What do you want to do such dirty things? Even if it makes me lose face. You get no benefit either. Managers often say people have to accept the consequences of their actions. Then I understand. Thank you for explaining it to me. It also makes the boss angry. America has been blacklisted by the internet industry. No company wants her. She had to take the civil service exam. After a few months of preparation, she succeeded. At first, I thought it had nothing to do with the old company. But suddenly one day, the manager called. America, the company's server is down. I heard that the publisher said, this has happened before. That was the solution. Can you take a trip to the company? Didn't you find a senior expert? Let that person figure out what to do with me. America is not the time to talk. I know you want money. Send me your account number. I'll have the accounting department transfer the money to you. I'm sorry. Now I work in a government agency. I can't take my own job. Don't try to hurt me. America, I beg you. This is the same company you worked for 7 years. I can't wait to see it collapse. The manager has to say. The thickness of his face is beyond my imagination. Why would you ask me to have feelings for the company? The company that I was deliberately fired from. Do I even have to worship him? But the company didn't do anything wrong with you. Your compensation should have been paid. This time I invite you to help solve the problem. The company is also willing to pay you $8,000 a day. The company has treated you well enough. How can you say these words? Those funds, you took the initiative to compensate me. It's not that I hired a lawyer. After the lawsuit, you will receive the SAO. What was your attitude at the beginning? Okay, let's stop talking nonsense. Would you like to come back for a hand? I told you at first. Now I work in a government agency. Really can't help. Working in a state agency. You can't take your own job. Or you can't take the money. That doesn't count as getting your own job. Manager, are you crazy or am I crazy? Why do I have to work for free for your company? Don't dream in the daytime. The US immediately hung up the phone. That afternoon, several people called. I want to ask the American people to come back and help me. But the Americans refused. Finally, even the company's vice president called. I am the original theory. Then RA is the general reason. Senior leaders called me. Is there any instruction SAO? I heard you passed the civil service exam. Congratulations, thanks to the company. If the SA company didn't fire me, I had the opportunity to serve my country. Chu Tiểu Mỹ, I've heard about you and your manager. I was very angry when I heard that. I've learned to blame him. I'm actually too busy. Neglect of human resources management in the company. That's why great talent like you is lost. I want to be honest. I'm sorry, no need. Sorry, does the vice president have anything else to do? America is actually. The company's server had a problem today. See if you can take some time back to the company. Help look at the server's problems. By the way, visiting colleagues. People in the company often mention you. I'm so sorry, I just got in. There's a lot to learn. I don't have time for you, I know you're still angry. I hope you can be generous. Don't hold on to what happened, okay? I'm sorry, I'm the one with the grudge. How about you bite me now? Young people, don't be in a hurry. Everything we do should lead the way. It will be good for everyone. Are you crazy? I quit my job. You keep talking. If I don't go, I will hang up the phone. Because America doesn't help. This time, the system collapsed for 2 days and 2 nights. It also weakened the old company. A manager is a manager who is scolded. A few days later, a former company's junior colleague called. The last time you went to court, you did that. You were also fired by SA. That's right, the Human Resources Department just announced today. Did they say why? You're just an administrative officer. The leadership of this company is crazy. SA discharge to administrative staff. The reason that human resources managers I wasn't active enough. What is dynamic? I don't know the first time I heard this word. These people are right for SA to fire employees. Think of so many words. It's disrespectful. We're just workers. What power to resist? Even though we are small. For the waste SA. Invalid also dare to speak up. I recommended you a lawyer last time. It will definitely make them uneasy. Chu, thank you. That's right, I heard last time the company's system crashed. The vice president came to you. You know your courage. It made us all admire. You are our idol. Because there's nothing left to regret. So I don't want to spend any more energy into this useless market. Before that I took the company very seriously. The atmosphere in the company was good. Work though hard. But people help each other. Living happily is good. At that time I thought, you have to work in the company all your life. But who can guess? I was very close with the staff a few days ago. I don't need to think about it. I want to reduce my salary. You will be fired by SA. Whether it's unwillingness or for some other reason. In short, it made me completely seven. It also made me understand that the company is the company. It's just a place to make money. I quit my job, the company paid me. That's it. I entered the company employer as a connection. And employee it's relations. Not a master-slave relationship. They are masters, but they do the work of slaves. I don't obey them. I don't obey them. Chu. I heard the manager is willing to pay you 8,000 every day to solve the problem SAO. She refused. You really don't need the money. No matter how much they pay. I'm not going to help them solve their problems. No matter what, you have to save face. If I go, maybe they'll say some nasty things. You're smarter than me. I really admire you. I'm actually not a noble person. I saw their servers go down. There is great joy in my heart. It feels like revenge. Who told them to bully you? You deserve not to know. Then the manager recruited 2 more people. What you did alone before. Divide time for 3 people. The manager does this. It surprised the whole company. Do you believe it? Even if we recruit 3 more people, the system will collapse. There's no way that American girl did something. Is not due to installation. Some parameters in the company's system. There are some special things that if you do wrong, you'll have problems. When I handed it over, I told him to detect the incense. But she's just a recent graduate. Intake capacity is not enough. New employees come to work. I had to hand over such important work. It's obviously the company's problem. I can't blame the current ones. The American guess is right. Soon the company's system collapsed. This infuriated the company's top brass. Manager, this is the 2nd time this month. If this situation still occurs, get out of the company. I immediately went to work due to pressure from above. The manager has to contact the United States, but America didn't answer his phone. He had to go to the door of the current American company. Wait for America to finally come out. Are you free now? I invited you to dinner. Dinner is not necessary. Whatever you have to do, just say it like this. The company is planning to list. If you agree to come back, your salary will double. The monthly salary is 60,000, and there are company shares. It's time for the company to go public. You can sell your shares for a profit. This salary, that's a lot higher than your civil service salary. Listen to the manager. America can't help laughing manager. Not seen for a few months. Your cake drawing skills are improving. But I've had enough. I didn't eat this time. I am working stable now. I have no intention of dancing. More telling the truth. I'd rather stay at home than go to your company. In the end, the 2 of you broke up. The following month the company's system crashed several times. This has led to 7 huge business losses. The manager is the person primarily responsible for the operation, and the company went bankrupt. Everyone finished watching. For Vu Tian Born Boy, please Thank you for watching the entire video. Vu Tian Born Boy translated. See you guys in the next video.